How you doing? Welcome to Trivia Night Live on Buzz TV. I'm Brandon Tomasello. I have my guest Michael Armanno here from Kalypso Couture joining us here today. How you doing today, Michael?
I'm very good. It's good to be here.
So where are you from? Tell us exactly.
So I'm from Indianapolis, but I've been all over the place. My industry, takes me to where the clients are. So I do custom clothing, obviously. So one of the things that I do that most suit people don't, like clothiers. Most people have like a retail location, but I go to the clients. So I cover all of Northeast Florida currently, but I've been moving around to different markets, and I went to university in Southern Indiana, worked out in Silicon Valley for some time, and traveled all over the country working on all kinds of really fun projects. So I'm kind of a pirate in a way, I sail and I go where the wind takes me, and I'm always looking for treasure.
And how long have you been in the clothing business then?
So I've been in it about 5 years. I'm going into my 6th year now. So I started back in 2012 as a social media intern, actually, and then got to learn the business and just like really fell in love with clothing and just helping people find that right fit and designing clothes that they felt comfortable in. So I really kind of took a shine to that, and amongst all the other things I've done, that's the one thing that I've just done the longest, and it's like something I always fall back to.
That's awesome. That's something I look forward to getting into myself. And you've been in Jacksonville for how long again?
A little over a year. I moved here. I used to own a building and had a couple other businesses in Southern Indiana, but due to a tragic fire, I lost a good bit of it. So I took a little time off, and I was like, man, I really want to focus on my clothing line and build that. So I was looking for cities, and I could have went anywhere, New York, Chicago, LA, but I was looking for somewhere that was going to be able to like really build. I don't want to just build my brand, but I want to build wherever I'm at too. So I was looking at Jacksonville, and I'm like, man, there's already a good populace there. There's tons of land, the opportunities, the cities are growing. Man, this is like where I need to be. I want to be able to grow my company along with the city, and we can all come up together.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to have met you. I met you over at Rogue over in Riverside, where we play blackjack, but they also do trivia. So, and I've also met some of your friends, and I'm really glad to have met you. We have a good time.
Yeah, for sure. We get together pretty often, every Tuesday at least, to play cards, and then I've ran into you. It seems like everywhere nowadays. I'm always seeing you out and about, and that's what happens when you're active people and you're involved in the community. You run into all these same people, and you're like, all right, man, I need to know more about you. Tell me what you do, and like find little connections and ways to work together. It's always a great time.
That's me. I try to be a man to know.
Excellent.
Well, we're going to play a couple of rounds of trivia, and I'm going to award you some tickets to the Putt and Crawl. Putt and Crawl is going to be June 9th, 2018 over in Jacksonville Beach. You're going to make it over there?
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I don't have anything on the calendar for that day. I would love to do a consultation at the pub crawl. I think that would be awesome. I have clients that call me once in a while. It's like 10:30 at night, and they're like, hey, man, meet me at Dahlia's or Rogue's or wherever, and I'll do like consultations at the bar. I've done them in restaurants and clubs, and it's just funny because I can do it anywhere. So like people get this feeling, and they want to show off to their friends, and they're like, yeah, let me have my clothier come out here, and I'll measure you up and this, that thing. It's a lot of fun for me too.
Yeah, I bet they appreciate that.
Yeah, it's an experience that a lot of stores don't really offer. Instead of having a set hours, you call me anytime, and if that's when you need that suit, I'll get it done for you. So.
That's great. That's great. All right, well, let's see how we do on this trivia. So I'll ask the first question.
Okay.
We'll have 3 questions. We'll see who the best of 3 questions do. So, American baseball player Reggie Jackson played basketball in Europe after he retired. Fact or fake?
Yeah, why would you can't give up the game. I'm going to say that's a fact.
It is fake.
No, see, I'm not a sport guy. I'm a clothing guy, although I would love to put my clothing on sport guys.
We'll see how that works.
That's the way to do it.
We got plenty of Jaguar people here.
Yeah, the Jags. All right, so the U.S. Air Force has studied the flight abilities of the dragonfly. Fake or fact?
Fact.
That is a fact.
Yes, I got one on my.
That's how they build those really cool jets. They're like stealth, and their wings flap so fast. I don't know how planes work.
They know.
Clearly they do though. So we'll let them handle that.
All right, next one is Mark Twain also made major advances in the scientific study of moths and butterflies.
Major advances studying, if the U.S. Air Force is studying dragonflies, like obviously moths and butterflies, they all got some kind of ability that we need to harness.
This might be my favorite guest so far on the show.
Yeah, well,
but it's fake.
See, now that's not fair because I led you in the right direction with my question, and then that led me to believe, all right, well, if the U.S. Air Force is studying, insects, but
my job is just to get the questions right. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, well, I got it right regardless. Right. Someone along the line is studying that. I'm gonna find out, and I'll send you that information.
It's not Mark.
All right, so I am from the Midwest, so I have a little insight on this. Right. But oddly enough, the Mississippi, Missouri, and the Ohio River do not run along the states that they're named after.
That is fake.
That is fake.
Yes.
You called my bluff.
I'm doing well.
I thought I could use my Midwestern charm to work one over on you.
I can read you. Okay. I got one more to give you a chance on. Tug of war used to be an Olympic event.
Yes.
That is a fact.
That is a fact.
You got one on your scoreboard. Nice job.
Yeah, I mean, because that's like one of the manliest sports. You just get in a big pile of mud and a fat rope and you just like try to pull each other over. That seems like, why wouldn't you make that an Olympic sport? They throw like discs and shot puts.
So why did they get rid of it? We don't know.
Well, that is a good question. You know, they were just like, oh, this isn't fair. It's a good team sport though. Like the U.S. team versus like the Germany team, and they're both pulling on a rope. It's entertaining for all ages.
We'll see if we can find out. We got one more.
All right, I got one more. So the Atari was actually founded in the United States.
Fact.
That is a fact. The video game industry, honestly, I don't know of any games that are like not from the U.S. I know Japan has a huge video gaming culture. People make money just playing video games.
All I know is that I play the games. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I've seen an Atari, but I don't know if I'm old enough to like have run into one.
I'm certainly not old enough.
They're hard to find nowadays.
So, Mr. Michael, tell them again where they'll be able to find you, Kalypso Couture.
Yeah, so kalypsocouture.com, Facebook, obviously. We're on Instagram on the screen there. Check that out. Obviously, being a very visual business, you want to find those photos and videos. You can check out some of my work. And then, I'm on LinkedIn, Snapchat, all the good stuff.
I appreciate it, Michael. Michael, I appreciate you joining me on my show.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it, and we hope to see you guys next time on Buzz TV here at Trivia Night Live.